Okay, so this is game number 19 on the Underworld team. That's what we look like. Spartacus as well. Oh, we're in trouble. 2 Mighty Bow. They've got tackle. At least they haven't got tackle on the Frenzy, but still, that's going to be pretty good for killing goblins. They've got the Mighty Bow Yeti. This looks pretty rough to me. But we're going to spend some inducements. We're not at home, so we haven't got the cheap star players. We can still take Bomber. Bomber's pretty nice against Norse. I was thinking we could also take Fez if we wanted to lean into it a bit more. The thing with Fez is they end up just red dicing him with Norse and knocking him over. So I think we'll take Bomber. Maybe Bomber and Babe. It's kind of emptying out our bank, but it's a tough matchup and we don't really want to add losses, so let's go with that. Yeah, I couldn't afford the Stabber, I'm afraid. I couldn't afford the Stabber because the Stabber is Skitter and they're 160. I only had 120 altogether. Spartacus is a nice opponent. Lovely opponent, but very good. So yeah, will be difficult. Spun into two good opponents so far today. Carmack and Spartacus. So and we lost the coin toss. GG. Lost the coin toss. We lose. You do want that coin toss with Underworld. But in the case it means that Bomber's on defense, which has some upside. I'm almost tempted to put my lineman on the line here. Not excited about you getting clawed in the face, but I think you probably still have to go up there against the Yeti. It's probably still just that, isn't it? It probably is. And then we're going to do a boring boat. Okay, they have got one dodge. We've got our tackle this game at least. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those games with Underworld. If you get banged out too quickly, it's going to be very, very rough. And there's obviously a very decent chance of that happening. Because Norse are pretty good at banging out low armor teams. How are you, Ham? That's right, GCD. I like how you're a blitzer on the human team and then you're a goblin on the Underworld team. It's 2 very different lives you've chosen. 2 very different realities for GCD. Was I wrong to put the troll on the line here? Maybe I was. I mean, that's so easy to get. I don't know. The thing about the troll's also just rubbish, so. But it's an expensive kind of rubbish. I wonder if I could play Underworld without the troll. Like, just actually drop it and save TV, since everyone's trying to min-max on Underworld. Like, is it actually that good? I feel like it lets me down much more than it helps. I don't know if it gets good star player big guys. It gets Glad, who's strength 4, who's very good. Okay. Free reroll. It's not as good as a perfect defense would have been, but, you know. Oh, we got +2 fame. So we should be winning most of those kickoff events, which is nice. Will we have any players left to do anything about it? Good job, Firian. Firian, not dead. Big success. Glyn, can you also not be dead? No, Glyn's dead. I mean, not dead, dead, but, you know, dead for the game. G-City, I think you're next. I think you're about to get punched by this Werner. It's not going well. We've now already down 10 in the second half. That's our entire bench because we have bombers going off anyway. So yeah, we're already capped at 10. And they haven't even finished the line of scrimmage yet. Pretty disastrous start. That's good though. At least the troll isn't dead yet. It will take more than a smell of elf to get me out of the game. That's nice. It's not necessarily a reroll, is it? Because the ball's pretty safe. And you're still only rerolling into a 1 dice. Which will then leave your berserker base anyway. It's a tough one. Does reroll at the last second. Does get the power. It's a shame. Very last second reroll. It does give us a free hit on the berserker, so could be worse. Boo. That would have been nice to get one back there, wouldn't it? Don't pick the ball up, so that's something. The ball is a long way away, unfortunately. Let's see if the ogre troll just wants to stand up, which it does. And let's try punching you in the face. Okay, disappointing. I might just leave you alone on the troll. Go for this, because we can get 2 dice on it and it hasn't got block. Leave ourselves open to the counter serve. Definitely not a bad idea. Definitely not a bad idea. How could this be a bad idea? It was a bad idea. That's pretty annoying. We went for the soft target in terms of it not having block and full instant punish. So now that gets served. Yeah, it's pretty annoying when you go for the one that's like 75% knockdown without the team reroll. With the team reroll, obviously even better than that. It's pretty rubbish. Do it, Bomber. Have some fun. Oh, for Christ's sake. Well, this is very close to a GG already. If I had concedes, I'd think about using concede. Oh well, it happens. It happens. Yeah, this is about as bad as it can go in a matchup that was bad already. It didn't go for the surf. I'm slightly surprised about. I guess they wanted that leader. They're going to foul it. Fair enough. This is the problem with Underworld. Like, this is the problem with Underworld. Like, they're when they hit first and they hit hard, they can be amazing. When they get hit first and they get hit hard, they just don't do anything. you can't win. They're like the most glass of the glass cannons, and yeah, this game has gone that way for us. I mean, unless our opponent just doesn't pick the ball up at all, that could create some opportunities. That's a bit better. Good. WTK doing a thing. WTK has been pretty good at doing things in general. What next? I'd like to get you there. Well, maybe I'll dodge you actually. Might take that red dice. I'm also thinking we could try to get you next to the ball. Turn ordering. Always an interesting set of choices. That's the ideal, isn't it? Because then we can even take that one dice if that works. But maybe this has to happen first. At least put some pressure on that. Could do 2 GFIs. I'm not sure we should be giving up hits. But we don't need to give up. Oh, the GFI would have failed, so... Alright, well we did one murder. Yeah, it was worth the red dice in the Yeti, I think. Because obviously if we get lucky and roll that like 1 in 4, then you get a nice free claw hit on it. And even if you don't, the push at least is like a 3+, so equivalent. It's more or less a 3+ red dice to get a push on when you've got block and they don't. So we just need one more turn of them failing pickups and we might have a chance. That's not too much to ask, is it? I did 2 murders, one was self-inflicted. True. True. I was thinking they had a bribe just because I'm so used to the last game when Carmack had a bribe, but actually they don't. There is no bribe here. There is a dirty player, but there is no bribe. And they at least we've exhausted their bench now. So if they do, I mean, they're on 11, but like if they do foul, there's at least a chance they will run out of players as well. But we are running out of players quickly as well. So, boo! They made the pickup. Well, that's terrible. Boo! Only 4 attempts. Unreasonable. It was kind of my chance there, was if they could just keep feeling those. Okay, run over there. Makes sense. Goes in for the foul. Doesn't look like they got us unless I just didn't click. Oh, that's nice. Okay, cool. So now they're capped to 10. That is good. Definitely good. Also makes piling on a lot less scary now the dirty player's off. So that's all pretty nice. I think we're going to want to take this 3 dice here. And maybe we're going to want to palm you. Try to get rid of their 1 tackle. And run you across. So yeah, let's do that first. Pommer is disappointing me. Can't really go anywhere nice here either. Oh well. Good job, Troll. Disappointingly not dead. But and let's try to get you up with your dodge skill. Good. Okay, I think we have to stop there. Pommer is in trouble. Pommer can get frenzy pushed into more hits. More deaths. I'd like to get more deaths. I mean, I did think about re-rolling the Pom hit, but I don't know, it's a bit greedy. It's a bit greedy. Maybe it would have been worth it. Okay, well, we have to live with that. We've got the babe, so hopefully it's coming back. We can only hope. I mean, the good news is there's always, like, unless they take the troll off, there's always the 1 turn chance because there are goblins on the bench. And there's always a chance that we can do some really, like, heavy hitting of our own on the turn 8 line of scrimmage. And maybe we can make a comeback. Facing up poor Firion. Firion's like, feel like something bad's about to happen. And Firion is correct, because there is a berserker right here who's going to do a jump up hit. This would be a good time for a 1 on the jump up. That's what we'd like to see. No. Boo! Well, at least they're going to get hit back again. Stop just dying, everybody. I'm so close to appoing a goblin because we're so far down on numbers, but I just can't. Like, I bought this babe because then KOs would be alright, but everyone's just decided to die instead. It's not helpful. And we can't get them either. It's annoying. It's annoying. It's only a 1 dice. Oh well. I'm just taking it because we're desperate. Because we're very, very, very far behind now. The removals have been, worst case scenario, really, haven't they? Like, every time they've touched a goblin, it's died. And they've got how many turns? They've got 4 more turns. I mean, they do have to get forward still. We just don't have any players to put in front of them to stop them. So I think the score's looking pretty safe. Unless we roll something surprising. Oh, I should put that there. Oh well. Finally, rolled a KO. Oh, it's Widram. Good job, Widram, not being dead. I appreciate that. It's a big help. Big help when people aren't dead. Give us a chance, at least, from coming back. Bringing that one back to protect the berserker. I appreciate Spartacus playing a quick game. I feel like we're both playing speedy turns. Someone's getting punched here. I don't know who yet, but somebody. I think we take that 1 dice to set up a 2 on the off. Why don't your players die? It'd be really much more convenient if they would. Okay. People never think about my convenience. They're all like, oh no, I want my players alive. Oh no, I need them for my reasons. It's never about my convenience. Never about, oh, maybe it would suit Tree if my players died. Selfish. Boo. Aye, everyone off. At least they're not injured. At least these ones have been KOs. But yeah, it's not feeling good, the removals right now. I feel like we're due some players not to go off. But yeah, it is life of an underworld coach. Like, yeah. I think we've been probably been a bit unlucky because, like, yeah, Armor 7 with Mighty Blow is not like a guaranteed removal. And it feels like this has been a bit guaranteed removal. But yeah, in general, it's the most glass cannon team there is. And we're playing a team that is very good at punching. So it's kind of what you expect, really. We've got to red dice this. It's not really a choice. And 1 dice this. Hey, 1 dice power's nice. One dice Kaz is very nice. It does use the upper. I'm a little surprised they use the upper there because they've got another one. Got a 4-player hub. It's just 4 players, just all stood in a little. It's like one of those scenes in a movie where like they're like it's the end and like your heroes are all like standing back to back. That's my team right now because they're obviously heroes because they're my team, which therefore means that unfortunately Spartacus's team are the bad guys. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Like the Alamo. The Alamo is one of those things. It's like a cultural reference point that like I've heard about. Like I understand. So when people say the Alamo, they mean like it's like a valiant rearguard like final fight. But I actually have no idea what the Alamo really is. So you're not losing your ass reroll on this, are you? You still got a score. Like it's a country and western thing, isn't it? The Alamo. Like it's a. Is it a movie or is it a real life thing? I genuinely like. I'm not asking this like being. Like I don't know. I've heard of it. I've got this idea of what it is, but like I don't really know. It's a real life battle in Texas against Mexico. Cool. Well, pretty not cool. Probably very dramatic for everyone involved. Okay, that's good. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, there are some silly plays that could end up hitting the ball, or we could use our troll and try and kill this. And not succeed. That's sad. Oh well. Could surf this, can't they? Not going for that. They could have done. A few bits from here, pushed into there. There was definitely a surf. Oh, you maybe still can with that. Jump up here, push, push. Yeah, it's definitely surfable. It is rolling dice before you can score, but I mean, it's all players of the block. I wouldn't be taking the Yeti hit. I mean, obviously, like it's a nice value piece, but that's the 1 in 9 with loner to not score. Maybe you could think that you don't need to score because I'm down so many players. I guess it's one other thing. Okay, we took some hits without dying. That's progress. We need our KOs to be good, and then we need to do a lot of murder. We need to do a lot of murder, and obviously we need to land our 1 turn as well. It's all fine. It's all going to be totally fine. Okay, but KOs will come back. It's good. We did have the bait, but still, you're not guaranteed them. So we're on 9, I think. Spartacus is still on 10 for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So if we get some removals, things can happen. I think we're uphill. We're in an uphill situation, but it's not totally done yet. I think we're definitely sort of setting a draw. A draw is a win in this situation. If we can get a draw, I'll be very happy. We've got to remember disturbing presence for our 1 turn. Don't forget about that. We've kind of, despite having all these injuries, we've kind of not lost anything too important. We've lost our 2 heads, which is a shame. But other than that, we have got all of our most important players around. Right. Maybe we do like this. And like this. We'll put you here. And we're definitely going to want to claw you in the face. I guess we just put these at different sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. Is that sensible? Who knows? We'll give it a go. Okay. I reckon that's possible. Yep. So that's, we haven't failed it yet. Step 1. And we need to pom this Yeti. Pom it to death. Get off the pitch. Get off my pitch. Not dead yet. Die. Regrets. Probably should have just left it at the KO. Okay, haven't failed yet. Just like 100 more dice to throw. It is on tackle. That's ridiculous. Get in. That never works. That absolutely never works. um, um, well, we haven't removed any players, so we're still down a player. But 1-1 at half time definitely gives us some sort of shot, doesn't it? We definitely could do with a punchy line of scrimmage. Problem is they've still got, a lot of good murder pieces running around. So yeah, it's still tough, I think. But we've got a chance. 50% of the time works all the time. I think it's a lot less than 50%. I think that play is, God, there's a lot of dice in that play. Yeah, Lady Yeti was talking about the Alamo, and now I don't know if she's talking about it. I don't know. I don't know if the empathy comment is about this or I don't know. Right. How do we want to do this? Go for that. With the horns. It feels a bit ridiculous going all mansy with underworld, but also like we do need those hits in the line. So free rerolls are nice. Not the punchy start we were hoping for. That's purely a free reroll decision, but didn't work out for us. Means the leader rerolls are used, which I always like. Once the leader reroll's gone, I don't have to worry about it anymore. How far can we bring this board up? That seems alright. Can't get around there. Fastest player could. Maybe we can come up a little bit further. I think we can cut one more square. Okay. Yeah, we're not the ones doing the murder. We're not the ones doing the murder. The snowball show was very much in the other direction, I think. We really needed to do some damage that turn. It's pretty bad not to even get a stun. Because, yeah, we're already down a player and we're about to get hit back a lot. We even put a reroll into it. Boo. I don't think a goblin has lasted a single hit. I don't think any goblin has survived a hit this game. All those rolls are 50-50. You succeed or you don't. Do I paint or play? What are you feeling today, Widram? What are you feeling? What have you got to paint? What team are you? What team's the next up on the painting board? Please remove it. No, at least we got us done. At least something. Thanks for the follow, somebody. I just heard the thing in the background. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's our target this turn. Don't actually need the assist, do we? Because we've got horns. All feels not good. I don't like how bunched up we are, but I'm trying to make the frenzy hits less attractive. Got Griff to finish and dwarves on the painting table. Right, in which case don't paint. If it's dwarves on the painting table, don't paint them with Widrim. Take those dwarves and just put them into the bin and everything will be better. I'm only messing, obviously. But boo dwarves. Boo them. Nobody likes dwarves. Great. Plan to have one of each team. That's fun. That'd be really fun to have a collection where you have literally every team. So whenever you feel like playing, you can just pick completely from like whatever you feel like rather than what you've got. I'm painting some dwarves later, but they're to sell. Oh, that's cool, Bob, on that. So you like won't be there being like, oh no, I've given up the team I liked. You'll have the option. Yeah, this is what I was worried about, because now we just get fenced in. Do we need to come backwards here? Maybe we do. It's kind of awkward with the troll. Maybe I just leave the troll. Troll's occupying 2 players right now. It's pretty greedy. Maybe we shouldn't do the most greedy thing. Just go with this. I wasn't going to reroll a push, but both down is big problems there. Why won't their Norse players die? Yeah, I think the troll just stays there now. And I don't want to take that dodge anymore. I was thinking of taking that dodge, but without a reroll, I don't think I want to. I like dwarves. What else is just so boring? Anyone who was in lies. Ban Kalorn. Stepping in here with these lies. Playing to have most teams, not what elves. They're just cheating. Oh, I suck with elves. And I'm going with pearls. I prefer the pearls. Pearls are fun. Pearls are fun. And hey, Kalorn. I mean, the thing is, if you want, like, just to have, like, the option of playing with teams, but on that, if you've got one elf team, you could use them as proxies for any elf team. They can all be swapped around. So you don't need to have every team. It's just sort of fun for a sense of completeness, I guess. I can't imagine having enough space to have every team. I feel like I've already got too many teams for the space I have. I say that, though. I've got such high ceilings in this flat. You could build, like, massive cabinets. Maybe one day. I'm not spending all my money already on the bathroom. Oh, that's bad news. That's very bad news. Yeah, this is bad. This is big problems, I think. Now that's on the ball, so we've got to dodge. Oh, fouling. They're so far up on numbers, I guess maybe they can. Ah. problems. Big, big problems. I know what we're going to try, but yeah, we're asking for a lot now. This needs to be a power. Good. Could we just, like, literally get a single armor break with Mighty Bow on armor 7? Because it really has felt like that's just not a thing. Okay. Probably should be that first, really. Question is, do you push it all the way and that way at least base that? Did we make the dodge or does the GFI roll before the dodge? Okay. Well, that was making the best of a bad situation, I think, but down to 1 reroll. Might be able to score next turn, is what I was telling myself, but I mean, also they can surf that, which is not great. I think that was what we had to do. Like, I think that was the turn we had to take. I just don't know why I didn't try and dodge that at the end. But yeah, I think we had to, because we're in so much trouble. Like, we've lost so many players. We've done no damage at all to them. We literally did that on like turn 1. No, turn 2. And since then we've removed nothing. And so yeah, we just need to try and just get in. If we can get to 2-1, then at least we get the draw. Vague question, I know. I suck with elves, have good win rates with humans and Skaven. Does that seem odd? No, because weirdly, like, I find Skaven, because I'm really used to elves, and I find Skaven like an interesting challenge. They're not the same as elves. You know, the agility 3 on everything means they play very differently, and then you just got the gutter runners being stars rather than how elves play, which is a lot more dodging in general. What is it you struggle with on elves? Like, what is it you think is hard with elves? Okay, didn't get cast, which is an improvement on most of the times we've had our goblins hit, so it's got to be good. Not actually sure what play they're going for here. I thought they'd surf this and use that to put the Ulf on the ball. I don't know if they have a play to go for the ball with some like aggressive dodging. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did miss that. Okay, 3+2+2+. Fair enough. Okay, that does not push us quite out of range, but it obviously does make our life harder. think we've got a blitz with the troll and then dodge. Okay, that's a good pal. No, you just gotta go for it. You just gotta go for it. And there's no way it's staying safe, so you just gotta go for it. Oh well. I feel quite unlucky in this game, but we did do a ridiculous one turn, so I just feel unlucky that like they've got all these removals and we've actually like done quite a lot of hits on armor 7 and we've even piled on and we've got like nothing to show for it basically. Like again, even that troll here like doesn't even get a stun. Don't see Joe stop my opponent scoring. I can score fine. It's definitely a challenge with elves. Like you've got to sort of work out there are like times to be aggressive and times to be passive with them. Because like if you just go too aggressive too soon, you what was I saying? If you go too aggressive too soon, then you run out of elves really quickly. But if you go too passive the whole time, then opponents will just score. So you do need to like need to know how to pick your moments, I guess. They're on 13. I mean, they're going to have to do at least handoffs to score, but it doesn't feel too difficult. Unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, it also really depends on the elf team, right? Like, because Wood Elves, right out the box, you've got the War Dance that can jump in and cause mayhem. But a team like High Elves, you actually do need to get some skills on them before they can really do a lot of things that make them good. We just got to do that, don't we? Shame. Accidental GFI. I think we do need to take the GFI there. Yeah, this can't score, so they've got to at least do a handoff. So maybe something can go wrong for them. You never know. You never know. Got the surf on here. Pow. It's pretty much the end of that player's game because only 2 turns left. They've only got 2 turns left after this. So who are their scoring threats? Their scoring threats at the moment are this one and this one. Like, this can move up now to become a scoring threat. Oh, can this... Maybe this can do all the GFIs and score still. Maybe I miscounted on that. If you GFI again... I don't know. Count it in a second. I don't think you can score from here. I think if you do one more GFI, maybe. All these powers are annoying. At least that gets you off the troll. Really would like you to fail a dice here, because you have made a few this turn. You've only got the 1 reroll left. I think it's got to be 1 dice here, looking for the serve, and then run over here to be the assist on this hit. The only other option is trust that one to do a 4+. No, I think it's that. Oh well. I think that was the best we had. It wasn't good, but yeah, we didn't have good options because we're in a horrible situation because we've got no players left. There's no overtime. This is a CCL game, so it's just a ladder game. If it's a draw, it's a draw. I think that was the right play because that's one of their scoring threats. You come in here, you can hit another scoring threat on 2 dice. I think it's the right play. They rolled too well a turn before. Like, they got too many of our players down, too many stuns to give us their options. To be honest, yeah, I think there was no way to win this game. Like, we got very, very lucky on our 1 turn, but like the only way we were going to win this game was with removals, and we've had really like off the charts lack of luck with removals because we've been hitting all game with Mighty Blow and even piling on, and we've done absolutely nothing. So yeah, I think it was a doomed venture without some removals. We were down on like 9 players from turn 2 or something. And Blood Bowl's like that sometimes. It's especially like that when you play Underworld. It's kind of the thing that makes Underworld. They can be a lot of fun, but they're not like... The amount of fun you can have with Underworld really just depends on whether or not you can roll good dice. And that... and often it depends on whether you win the coin toss and whether you get to hit first. And yeah, they're a bit of a limited team. And so we've killed the Underworld run now, I think. I think this is probably the last game we play on the Underworld because we're so far from getting 70 doed. And unlike the humans, it's not like I'm having so much fun I don't want to give them up. And the humans are on life support, so I think we'll play the humans the rest of the day, and we might be killing the humans too. And then I don't know, honestly. You know, I'll try and qualify the off-stream team. And if I can come back and try and do something in the last day or 2 of the season, then I will. So they've still got GFIs to roll here. So they haven't actually got it yet. Could still be a draw. If it's a draw, then maybe the Underworld aren't dead. No, we're not doing any more random teams this season. Next season we'll go back to random teams. If I play another team this season, it'll be a team that I'm picking to try to qualify. So, no more randoms this season. Sorry. That armor has been unreal. Unreal. So they've got 2 GFIs without the reroll. Yeah, if we get a draw, maybe we'd play on the underworld because they are still in range of qualifying. But okay, maybe the underworld aren't dead. Because we are trying to qualify something this season, and I think a loss would have been end of the record. I think a draw isn't. So the underworld can play on. Don't know if I'll play them next, but yeah, underworld. Don't have to be done. Nice level for WTK. I mean, our touchdown was total nonsense. Our touchdown was very, very high roll. It was just a weird game, I guess, in the end. They had very bad pickups, and then they failed that catch as well. But yeah, very, very, very good armor for being hit with Mighty Blow a lot and being armor 7. Whereas we had bad armor, but then we did make a lot of other stuff, including that 110. Like, that's all the 110 things. Right. I'm gonna take the level. I am worried this team's too big, like the TV of it's too big. What's this, do we think? Juggernaut would have been nice last game. There are a few times I thought Juggernaut would be nice. Some guard on the team wouldn't go amiss, but that's really just a blitzing piece. We could go tackle, but we've already got a tackle one. I think it's Juggernaut. Makes him good against wrestlers, makes him good for those turns when like a push is good enough. The other options, we could go 2 heads to make him good at like dodging to do the blitzes. I don't think any of the rest of those are good. Guard, definitely we could consider. Grab, maybe. Grab's kind of nice with piling on because it means you can keep players next to you. I think it's just Thick Skull. I think it's multiple block. God, I'm about to click. I think it's Juggernaut. Thick Skull, just because he's going to get fouled. But nah, Juggernaut. Done. All right, so that was game number 19 on the Underworld, and despite my moaning, I guess they're not quite dead yet because we didn't lose in the end. I thought we were going to, and we didn't. So I think it's time for a tea.